The incredible power of Goku kept releasing in an incredible way. So at the moment, to release all the rest of his energy, he was able to cause a big explosion all over the place, where they were, which would make Genshi, to be sent a few meters back, being a little surprised of the new power of Goku. This is amazing. I didn't think that a Goku from another timeline so powerful. But no matter the power you possess, you won't be able to do anything against me. Genshi would instantly raise all his power, so a red aura would spread throughout the universe where they were, and in the same way would make Goku move a little away, which was approaching at a great speed. So this is the power that my teacher told me about. It's an incredible power, but I don't think I could stand more than 10 minutes with all this power. The incredible aura of Genshi would spread all over the place, while at the moment Genshi, without warning, had rushed against Goku, which in the same way he would, the battle would begin. However, it seemed that their powers were equalized, but the more the battle went on, Genshi began to take advantage, because this time Goku was not able to master the wear of energy that this transformation exerted on him. Unlike his opponent, who was able to master the power in its totality, Genshi was able to deliver a powerful blow to Goku's face, sending him to a planet, destroying it in its entirety. Instantly, Goku would recover on a rock from space. However, too much blood is spreading from all over his body. Damn, the power that this warrior is able to release is incredible. I'm not able to do anything. I feel like my whole body's about to collapse. I must admit that you're much more powerful than the Goku I face. But no matter what timeline you're from, you are still the same scum. Goku would immediately activate one of his dimensional rings, being able to escape the moment in which Genshi was able to detonate a powerful sphere of energy, destroying the entire universe where they were fighting. Goku was traveling through multiple timelines out of combat because the damage he had received from Genshi had been complete madness, while in the same way the energy consumption in that transformation was crazy. At the moment, which of Goku would be sent to the planet of the god Beerus of Universe 7 from a very different timeline. So instantly it would fall with a great power, creating a great rumble all over the planet, which would cause the god Beerus to wake up furious. Who dares interrupt my sleep? Do they not know that I'm the mighty Beerus, the god of destruction? However, at the moment, Beerus would recognize Goku. But if you're Goku, do you come to train with Whis? Next time I want to be more cautious, because otherwise I'll end your life. However, both deities immediately noticed how Goku's body was in terrible condition, and at the moment, Whis was able to notice a divine seal on Goku's clothing. That seal represented this position as the guardian of spacetime, so that he didn't have to wear that clothing. Mr. Beerus, apparently this Goku is not the Goku of our timeline, because as I am able to realize, this is Goku, he's the guardian of spacetime. Guardian of spacetime? Is there such a charge as that? That's right, Mr. Beerus. He is the warrior who possesses the power to require to finish off any being that endangers the realities and dimensions. But apparently he hasn't been able to clinch the victory due to his injuries being serious. Whis. Of course, Mr. Beerus, at this very moment. Whis was the most powerful angel and would try to heal Son Goku. However, was surprised because at the moment of approaching, it would be impossible for him. That's right, Goku's whole body had created an energy barrier, which no being of lower rank would be able to cross. Well, apparently with my power and the resting, I won't be able to go inside to heal Mr. Goku, so I have to raise my power a little. Whis, by raising his power to 50%, would try again, but the result would be the same, which at this moment, his astonishment would be much greater, although in the same way, a chill would run through his entire body. I can't believe the power this Goku possesses, but I have to use 100% of all my power since these wounds won't heal on their own. Whis, at the moment, would create a barrier for Beerus, which left a little confused. Hey Whis, so you create a barrier for me? But he was surprised to realize how his entire planet was beginning to be destroyed, while Whis continued with the increase of all his power. After a few seconds, Whis was able to access 100% of all his power. With all this power, I'm sure I'll be able to access the said barrier. As Whis started to approach towards the barrier, impressive as it may seem, Whis again was not able to enter, which this time would cause all his power to decrease, while the barrier he had created for his god would disappear completely. Hey Whis, what happened? Why'd you expel all that incredible power? Mr. Beerus, I haven't been able to penetrate the barrier that Mr. Goku's created. This power is so great that even with 100% of all my power, I haven't been able to crack it. We just have to wait until he wakes up. Beerus was surprised by the words of Whis. Meanwhile, returning to the Temple of Spacetime, Corona finds himself next to Trunks, who on this occasion was able to access his God state, which he had chosen as his new base state.
Thank you, Corona, for the help, because if not for you, I would have died at the hands of that dam.
But explain to me, Trunks, what happened? Your power's not low at all, and you arrived in terrible conditions.
Flashback, millions of years ago, a powerful warrior wanted to become the destroyer of time. He wanted to only exist in the entire multiverse. For that reason, the Guardian of All that decided to grant the position to a powerful warrior who would become the Guardian of Space-Time. The first Supreme Saiyan, named Yamoshi, would face this warrior named Genshi. That's right, the same subject had been created in the same way for millions of years, so at the moment the battle of both warriors would be so intense, but in an act of desperation, the mighty Yamoshi with all his power was able to cause a gigantic explosion throughout the 18 universes, which at the moment 6 of them were destroyed, while it was believed that Yamoshi and Genshi had died. But a few months ago, a strange presence would be felt in one of the timelines. So they had sent Trunks, candidate to Kaioshin of Time, but he was completely massacred by his enemy named Genshi. And flashback.
That means that Genshi you're talking about is the reason why the Temple of Space-Time was created, and that warrior has come back to life.
Unfortunately, that's the way Corona is.
No, damn. We should inform Goku because he's not a warrior that is able to face easily.
Returning to the planet of Beerus, it had already been about 3 weeks in which, in the same way, the Temple of Time was on the trail of Goku. Meanwhile, being frozen, they weren't able to feel his power in the slightest. But after 6 months, both deities were walking all over their planet. Instantly, a great serious pressure perceived by the deities, so that at a great speed, they headed towards where Goku was. But missing a few meters, there would be a crash to the ground since Goku's pressure had increased in an incredible way. So much so that he'd been able to leave both deities surprised.
Damn, I can't move. Feel like every movement's hard for me to breathe.
So, for that reason, I'm not able to enter the barrier he had created. His power is so great that even I, as Supreme Angel, is not able to do anything. My body hurts. When Goku was in state of shock, he would continue with the increase of his power. But when he realized the place where he was able to control himself, decreasing his power.
Wow, but if this is Mr. Beerus' planet, what am I supposed to be doing on this place? I was struggling.
At the moment, Goku realized that both deities had suffered great damage by their simple pressure. So when Goku had received the training of an angel, he was able to heal each of their wounds, getting the deities to stand up.
Whis, Beerus, I'm sorry, only that I was in battle and I didn't know how I got here, but I have to get back quickly.
We understand, but Mr. Goku, you've been unconscious for about 6 months. Goku was surprised by what Whis told him.
But Goku, Whis had communicated to me that you're not the Goku of our timeline, that you're the Guardian of Space-Time, and I have a doubt. How have you been defeated? Your power's gigantic.
The warrior that I was facing seemed to have no limit to his power. I even used each of my techniques. I agreed to new transformation, but none of that was enough.
In that case, I understand that you should return to the Temple of Space-Time, because if that warrior is still loose through the different timelines, he could cause a great dimensional destruction.
You're right, Whis. I appreciate your care, but I have to leave for something much more serious happens.
Goku would begin to move between the dimensions, realizing how thousands of dimensions were in absolute shambles, implying that Genshi had passed through each of those dimensions. For his part, in a castle very far from all those dimensions was Genshi.
Ha ha ha! Destroying dimensions is entertaining for me. I'll finally be able to realize my dream of becoming the only being of all these dimensions.
But as he walked, the power likewise began to decrease slightly. Although it wasn't much, being constant, the power he lost was important to him in a battle.
I think I'll have to access my true form, but it's what I wanted the least, since that form reminds me of my defeat against the damn Yamoshi.
Genshi, at the moment, would begin to change completely, while his hair grew as his body began to wear a large armor, implying that he's being of the utmost importance.
After billions of years, I've returned to my original form, but this time there is no warrior who's capable of doing something against me.
returning to the Temple of Time, Goku had been able to get to Corona, but at the moment, Daishinkan was still present.
Glad to hear that you're feeling well, Goku. I thought you'd been completely defeated by Genshi.
So apparently they're already aware of everything that's happened with that dam.
Goku, Krona, this is very bad. If it's really about Genshi, the first dimensional destroyer, we need to take hands on the matter fast.
But Master, what can we do? I was even able to achieve a new transformation, but I haven't been able to do anything against it.
That's why I brought you your most powerful rival. And that's the same way his power has risen in an incredible way.
Instantly, Vegeta would appear on Daishinkan's side. However, the power this Vegeta possessed was unmatched.
There's no time for explanations, but you will merge with the sacred earrings of the Temple of Spacetime. Since being sacred earrings, they have no time limit.
I don't like the idea of having to merge to be able to defeat a warrior, but apparently there's no alternative this time.
Apparently we have to unite our powers like in the old days. And with the power we possess now, I can't imagine the power Vegeta will get.
At the moment, both would wear those earrings, with which they began to unite. While these joined, hundreds of catastrophes were caused by all the 12 universes. Despite the fact that Daishinkan had created a great barrier, a few moments later, a Vegito could be observed. But something to differentiate was that the hair was silver, however in certain parts he would begin to turn a purple color, just like Vegeta's hair in his state of God of Destruction.
What will happen next? Find out in the next chapter. Well guys, this is all for today's chapter. I hope you liked it and it was to your liking. Now don't forget to leave your powerful like Supreme God level, comment and subscribe. Now without further ado, see you in a new video. Until next time.